Welcome once again to the Biz Live podcast. We are recording from our downtown Las Vegas studios at the lovely Latin Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with my co-pilot, the vice president of the Latin Chamber, Carlos Gomez.
Okay, gracias. I'm glad to be here, as always.
Thank you. My name is Mike Bindrup. I'm with UNR Extension, and this is the Biz Life podcast. And we have some special guests here today, and we'll have you guys want to introduce yourselves for us.
Thank you so much. Well, it's a pleasure for us to be here today. My name is Berenice Orozco, and I work for the Shutter Store, and this is my brother.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. My name is Jose Orozco. I am the operations manager of the Shutter Store.
Wonderful. Family-owned business.
Family operated business.
Family operated. Okay, yeah. So I've been involved in several family-based businesses, so they can be really fun.
It's so special, especially when you have someone that's so passionate and believes in the ethics of how to run the business and about how we can give back to the community. We get a lot of questions asked. You guys are brothers. How do you guys make it work? Because we love what we do.
Yeah, that's good. So tell us, how did you get into the business?
Well, it's definitely not planned for me. I graduated from UNLV with an accounting and finance degree. I came across the Shutter Store through a coworker who mentioned the company, and I was intrigued. I had my first daughter, and I said, I need to change my life. I need something else. I need something different. I was given the opportunity to work for the Shutter Store, and I never looked back. I've loved it. Definitely not my intention. I never thought that I'd be working with inches and measurements at all. No way. But I've grown to love it so much, and I don't regret anything. Yeah.
Nice. Well, tell us, what type of products do you guys offer, and products and services just in general?
So, so we offer different types of products, especially when it comes to shutters. Now, with me in particular, I had not planned to join any kind of window covering business, honestly. And I said that so many times, I thought of myself, I'm going to go to law school. Let's do something like that because I want to create some sort of social impact. I want to have a bigger impact in this world. But the opportunity came up to actually join the Shutter Store as a customer service sales rep over the phone. And I thought to myself, how hard can this be? It's just shutters. It's just inches. My God. So I joined the business, and little did I know at that point in time, it was going to really change how I think. Because oftentimes we have the conception that you have to work in certain sectors with certain industries in order to change things in this world. And little quickly that I realized that I could have a bigger impact by working with the window covering industry. So after a couple of years of being a customer service rep, I realized how passionate I was when it comes to customer service. And I realized that there was an adequate type of window coverings that actually focuses on the customer's needs, that focuses on how you can reduce your energy bill cost. How do you optimize insulation? So after 2 years, I actually got promoted to operations manager. Now, what's nice about the business that we're part of a bigger company called Missouri Group. It's a British-owned company with locations across the globe. So Bernice and I run the subsidiary U.S. operations side. But one of the things that we focus on is on quality, providing an actual window covering that makes sense based on people's lifestyles, which is why we offer shutters, do-it-yourself shutters.
So you just pick the size out. Your typical customer comes in with just the size and says, I have a 48-inch window by this. And then you guys take it from there.
Well, yes, yes, ideally, yes. However, the customer does have to measure the windows on their own, like you mentioned. We do provide them with an easy step-by-step guide on our website to designing their shutters. So they'll get to choose they'll get to choose the color, the material, the size of the slats that they want, every little modification they can make through our website. And we also strongly encourage customers to give us a call because all of our representatives are at the phone available and ready to help with any questions. Yes. I mean, we've had customers that have asked, I don't know how to read a measuring tape. Can you help me? And
that's okay.
And that's fine. Yeah.
What about I'm in company of my uncle Don Julio? I had a few ones.
Oh, we've had that.
You don't measure right straight. You'll do it this way.
Absolutely. No shame. Absolutely. We welcome every single call, and we're happy to help everyone. Even if you don't know how to read a measuring tape, that's not an obstacle for us. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
But the shutters go inside the windows, or always the insurance is inside, or it could be outside?
It could be both.
It can be both.
Depending on the structure of your window. Yeah.
And that's what's nice about our company, though, is that we encourage customers to actually take a picture of the window opening, email it to us at support@theshutterstore.com so we can let them know exactly what's going to work best for them. One thing that's unique about us is that we give customers options. Our biggest competitors are the measure and install service. Have you guys heard of measure and install?
No, explain.
Perfect. I'll explain that. Let's talk about that.
We're new.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me bald either. So
Carlos does know how to work a tape measure. I know.
We'll teach them.
So a measure and install service is one of the biggest competitors, especially here in Las Vegas market. This is a company that will go and send somebody out there to measure your windows on their time, on their operational schedule, not when it's convenient for you. It's when they have availability. They'll send a complete stranger out to your home. They measure your window openings and they tell you what to order. So they're known for not giving all the design options available or the color options because bottom line, they tend to be independent contractors. So they're looking, this is not to say anything bad about anyone though, but ultimately it's the profit. What's going to make them the most profit?
They're going to upsell you.
100%.
Like most salespeople are trained to do. Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
And there's no transparency because we do a lot of ghost shopping. So we do a lot of that, not just in Las Vegas, but also in California and other states as well. Because we have to learn, what's out there. What are people doing?
Now explain ghost shopping for those who may not understand the concept of what that is.
So what we do, we'll actually order shutters from our competitors and we'll get them, we'll assemble them, we'll install them, and we'll review the process from the very beginning to the very end.
Shop your competition.
You have to, absolutely.
It's good.
100%.
That's really good.
that's the best. So you want to be the best, you need to be what is on the market and improve your.
We should be ghost shoppers, Carlos. That would be really cool.
You guys are hired, I think. Absolutely.
Send me and Carlos out. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in regards to, for instance, like I say, in Hispanic community, women as the final decision, that's the decision maker. But also first generation, they want to see and touch the product and look at it and test it and everything. So how you deal with that?
Yeah, we on our website, we offer customers the option to order color samples so that they can see the colors that we offer, the materials. They can see that for themselves. They can touch the material. We want to make sure that they're going to be happy with their purchase.
So they'll get like a sample kit with little swatches or something.
Yeah, it's a little, so they can request up to 4 free samples, and they're about 2 by 2 inch chips that the customer can see. Again, we want to make sure that they're happy with their final selection.
And what kind of product, the materials are those shutters?
Yeah, we offer different materials. We have wooden shutters, the traditional. We also have polyvinyl. And we have our star of this year, if you will, product is it's a polyvinyl with a wood core. Basically, this particular shutter will give you tax credit. So definitely a good investment. It saves money on energy, and you can get money back. So why not?
Did you guys hear that? Tax credit back on shutters.
We like tax
100% tax credit?
No.
Can I put my mother-in-law along with the tax credit there? So
You'll get 30%
I
back.
can cut some spaces there.
Yeah, so we're actually one of 3 companies that offers this type of technology. It's brand new in the market. We've had it about for a year now, which is why we want to shout about it, especially now here in Las Vegas with the rising energy bill costs. It's like, how can we do more for our communities? How can we help out? And after many conversations and a lot of work, we realized we need to have a shutter that actually optimizes insulation. And we just came out with a product recently. And again, should we explain how much we get back in terms of the tax credit?
Yeah, so you can get 30% of your shutter purchase back, up to $1,200.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
That's a lot of savings right there.
Yeah.
Very
And these are
decent.
American made.
Yeah.
American made product as well.
Wow. Do you manufacture here, or is it across the U.S. in different places?
We offer our customers different options depending on your budget. We also offer a product that's overseas.
Okay. Interesting. Very good.
When you say overseas, because it's different design, because remember, Las Vegas, we had a huge community. I believe every single country in the world has a one resident here in Las Vegas. So it's different choosers have different, they can choose different colors, sizes, design.
Absolutely. We like to give our customers to take control as to what they want in their home. Ultimately, it's an investment for their home. They're going to see those shutters probably on a daily basis. So a lot of the business model that we have is we present you with what we offer. We're not here to sell your product. This is what we offer. These are amazing representatives that are going to guide you every step of the way. It's your choosing in terms of whether you want to proceed with us or not. But again, we don't upsell. We don't like to sell anything. We want people to understand what we offer, and we hope we're going to be the right fit for them. If we're not, we educate our team members to educate our customers in terms of what to look out for, and because it's an investment for their home.
Yeah, definitely. In your opinion, talking about sales, since you're in customer service and sales, what makes a good salesperson?
It's about character. It's about personality, empathy. A lot of our competitors, they are using AI to an extent that I thought of myself, that's not the best way forward in our country. Absolutely not. You want to speak with an actual human being who understands your situations. And especially, what if you make a mistake? What do you do then? You don't want to speak with a robot. You want to speak with the chatbot. You want to speak with a live person. So a lot of what we do, we train our team members to listen more than anything. Because a lot of what we see with our competitors, because we've done our work for years at this point with how they run their operations, they'll have a script for you. So if you call up and you say there's an issue with your order, they'll literally have a script they read off, or they'll send it to you via email. We have nothing of that nature because every situation is going to be unique.
They're custom. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Bernice?
100%. We like to create connections with our customers. This is how it really starts. We understand you're a human being. You're trying to accomplish a project, and we're here to guide you. We're here to help you. We want people to understand we're not here to, yes, we are a business. Yes, we want to make profits. But ultimately, we want to make sure that you're happy with your purchase. We want to make sure that everybody understands that we're not going to be upselling you for anything. If you ask me, Bernice, what's your honest opinion? What should I purchase for my home? I'll say, send me a picture of your window. I'll take a look and I'll give you the best options, because I want you to be happy. And that's what it is. We just want to create good connections with our customers.
And what about the weather? Because, in Vegas, we had extreme heat and extreme cold. So what is the best product for this area?
Honestly, either if you go with the wooden shutter or even one of our polyvinyls, both are going to survive Vegas weather. 100%. Yes. Yeah, they're designed to survive. So either one. But if you're going to be installing in a high humidity area, I would say go with a polyvinyl product just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We don't have to worry about
that. So we it's your product, but the customers self-install those shutters?
Correct. The customer
I don't know how to use the drill or something like that. I hit the water.
We have a class for that, Carlos. We have a class.
There's YouTube for that.
There's YouTube University.
How to use the drill.
100%. One of the things that we do for our business is we provide our customers the tools necessary in terms of making it right, doing the steps correctly. Because it's DIY, we understand everyone's comes from a different background. We always say, as long as you can use a drill and a hammer, then you should be perfectly fine.
You need to be careful. What about you crash the window, you crack it.
Exactly.
Well, some shutters go, the ones I'm familiar with go on the outside, right? You put a frame on the outside, and that's pretty simple. You don't have to mess
It's usually the easier way to install. It's the easier way to install. But yeah, if your window's deep enough, you definitely go with an Insight mount to save you money.
Okay.
But it really is up to you. We get a lot of customers that are not very DIY friendly, so they do end up hiring a third party to come in and do the installation for them, because it's still much cheaper to go with our product than it is to go with a full measure and install
Carlos,
service.
you want to give out your phone number for those who need it?
I will call my handyman. He do everything for me. So
Carlos will show up and install everything.
There you go.
I will say, no, to the right.
It'll be good practice for you in your home.
So, and I like Insight. It's better and it's easy to clean and maintain and things like that. And also the shutter, you can move it by hand, right? There's not motorized, or there are.
Correct. It's by hand. So you can either have the control on the front of your panel, or you can have it hidden.
Oh,
but
you
either
can-
way,
you
you
can have
have
it
to
too.
control it
Okay.
manually.
Yeah, but definitely not motorized. And I'm glad you bring that up, actually. The trend right now is for people to actually order shutters that are motorized or anything that's motorized, which we get. It's cool. It's fun. It's something hip. But what people don't understand at this point is that when it comes to shutters with any kind of motor, they have a lifespan of about 3 to 10 years.
Even
3
when
to 10 years.
Energizer with the bunny.
Even with the bunny.
Exactly. Even with that. So, we tell our customers, if you're going to invest in your home, why would you buy something that's, you're going to be investing a lot of money that you're going to have to replace in 3 to 10 years?
Yeah.
Unless you have a lot of free time and you're very handy, go for it. Otherwise, when you have, when you have kids running around, when you're a busy professional, when you're taking care of your elderly, why would you want to replace your shutters within 3 or 10 years? Imagine the expense, not only financially, but in time as well. Yeah. So we always say, go with shutters, go with regular shutters. Trust me, that's the best investment you can make.
Oh, and they look great.
They do, absolutely.
Do you guys, if people have broken shutters, are they repairable? If there's things that are broken, because kids.
You have kids
Kids are
cats,
kicking
and dogs,
the ball,
and
and the
dogs,
balls
and
hit
dogs that are jumping all over.
Yeah, they can be repairable, obviously, depending on the extent of the damage. But yes, they can be repairable.
Okay.
We had one customer, actually, he had vinyl shutters in his home, and someone tried to break in. So they actually threw a cinder block. It broke the glass, but it ricocheted back out because the shutters actually were strong enough. They were reinforced with the vinyl core. He called us up. He sent us pictures. He was so happy about that because he didn't realize that these shutters are literally made to last.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That way I can get
Carlos, no
out of
throwing
my
bricks.
home.
No bricks. That's pretty good. I didn't look at them as a safety feature. They have those rolling shutters that they put on the outside of homes, especially.
That's metal, no?
Those are made of metal.
It's like a roller.
Yeah,
roller.
but you don't realize that it does add a level of security to what you're doing.
It does, because the ones that you just mentioned, if you're claustrophobic, we've heard from certain customers that it increases their level of anxiety. Same thing from anyone suffering from post-traumatic, anything of that nature, anything in the Army. So we say, try shutters first. Give that a try. Obviously, it's just a barrier there.
Yeah.
But you can always, operate the slats. So you can get certain level of light. So a lot of people get a lot more relaxation when they get a little light in, and that's exactly what you get with shutters.
Absolutely, which is nice.
And what about if you want to open the windows for some reason? Because I like to open windows when the time comes, so you get fresh air in the home. So how you deal with that? You just pop it up and open the window, bring it down, or it's fixed?
The design is split if there's an.
You can, yeah. So you have the option to split your design. So we call that a tier-on-tier style, where you could basically keep the bottom panels closed while you keep the top panels open, so you're letting more light in.
Okay.
If you want to open your window, you can still open your window. Just have to open up the panels to access that.
That's cool. I like it.
Options are good, and we like to give that to our customers because we want our customers to be in control as to what's going to look best in their home, what's going to fit with their lifestyle as well. Because we'll have customers who are like, hey, I have a little baby. He likes to play with things with mini blinds, which are not very safe for when you have children.
No.
So they'd be like, can we just dress the top part of the window opening or the bottom part? We like to be flexible with our customers and create a product specifically for them that fits their lifestyle.
Very good. Very good.
It's a good idea because and your home, my home, and my wife blocks everything. I mean, everything. Everything needs to be dark because summertime, especially summertime for insulation. Even though we had a good insulation, but it's still for the bills. Okay.
Yeah, that's why you need our shutters. Right? With the IRS approval.
Probably I need another wife, and I will be happy.
I'll be happy to send your wife some color samples.
I don't know. I need a life policy right now because she's seeing this. I'll be killed.
Yeah, we're going to send some color samples.
I know we will, for sure.
Just new shutters.
Save on your energy costs. Get tax credit back. It's an absolute no-brainer.
Shutters are cheaper than a new wife, Carlos. I'm going to say that. Right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's the shutter people. They're going to say yes. Yes, absolutely.
That will be my mantra from now on. Shutters.
Now, as far as customer service goes, a lot of our listeners are business owners. What are some customer service tips that you can give to other small business owners? Because sometimes as owners, customer service isn't the first and foremost thing we think about. We're trying to get our product out there. We're trying to sell. the customer service part is hard for a lot of people. And I know a lot of companies delegate this out to, hey, we'll just put a FAQ page up or maybe even AI to answer questions on our website. And we don't want to answer the phone because that's really hard to deal with these issues. What advice would you give to a small business owner?
What I tell people is, do you operate your business with your heart? Really keep in mind as to why you're in that industry. A lot of what I've seen when companies grow is that they forget their true character and what they stand for. A lot of times they start to focus so much on the profitability, but hey, we're human beings here. You know, we're all trying to buy a product to facilitate a lifestyle or whatever it may be. But it's all about taking care of the people. If you take care of the people, you will be very well taken care of. For the Shutter Store, we're currently rated we're actually the highest rated shutter company in the United States on Trustpilot. We got a 4.9 out of 5. We get 5-star reviews after 5-star reviews. And why do we do that? Because it's all about taking care of people, helping them, being empathetic, listening to them. If you call some of the biggest companies in the whole United States, because we do sell our products across the United States, with our competitors, like we talked about, you'll get someone reading off a script, you'll get someone like a chatbot, and you'll get people who are not really understanding your lifestyle. And I'll give you an example. I spoke with one of our customers. It was after hours because she was not able to accommodate within her work schedule. And I could hear, she had about 4 children, and I could hear the kids screaming in the background. She was tense. She was stressed. She's like, my shutters don't fit. I'm just so upset. And she was telling her kids to just be quiet. And I could hear the tension. I could even actually feel the stress on my end at that point in time. So I thought to myself, let's take a step back. I'm like, ma'am, if you need to give you a call back, I can stay later. That's not a problem. But let's fix this situation out. You have children. I understand an issue happened with your shutter order. Although it was not our fault, how can we help you? How can we resolve this matter and allow you to get back to your children, get back to your life, and just take the stress away? Because we're human beings. How can we help you as a business? And you could literally feel the tension lift off of her. And I was so happy about that because that's how we train our our customers. It's customers are the people that we hire. Be empathetic. Understand and listen. We fixed the situation completely for her. She was so thankful for that. And when it comes to our customer service rep, we want them to be happy when they walk out those doors. We want them to be proud as to what they did. Because a lot of companies, they only look at the profit margin. And when it comes to a customer making a mistake, that's non-existent. They're not going to help you out. They'll tell you fix it. And we have a funny story actually, because again, with the going back to the ghost shopping, we engage with our competitors without them knowing it's us, of course. And we see a little level of customer service that they give. And we try and understand why they do that. I know you contacted one company. It was a while back.
I did. And we purchased a shutter. We had some shipping damage issues. The shutter unit was really unusable. Funny, I contacted the representative. They number one, it took about an hour for me to get somebody on the phone. So that's quite frustrating, if you can imagine.
It's like calling your bank. They never called you back.
Exactly. I mean, I have 2 kids. I have to pick up from school, help with, with homework. I don't have time to be on the phone for an hour waiting to solve an issue that, and so they didn't, they finally answered the phone. They were able to help me. They said, send me an email, send me pictures of the damage. Fine. I went ahead and did it. And then at the end, they said something like, oh, sorry, we can't help. If you need anything else, just give us a call back. And that's it. And I said to myself, wait a minute. Imagine if we were to do that to our customers. Yeah. How horrible is that?
That's terrible.
That was a very bad experience for myself. I don't want anybody else to experience that. So we definitely want to make sure that everybody in our team is very open, listens to our customers, is willing to help, because that's what we're here for. Ultimately, we want to help. We want to make sure that everybody that purchases a shutter from the Shutter Store is happy with their purchase. So that's where we stand for that.
And also another thing is, my point is a custom home, so it's not regular home. So there are different sizes. So you can put, this is window 1, this is window 2, because I'm guy will look and say, okay, that's one goes here, the other one goes there.
Exactly. And that's very, very important. That's something that we stress with our customers when we get their order is, make sure that you name them. If the shutter is for your son, put it under your son's name so you know exactly where it's going, and make sure that you measure
Because windows can
It's
be
a good
very
idea.
close.
Exactly.
It's a good idea.
Exactly. Make sure that you measure every window individually, because visually they might look the same, but I 100% assure you it is not.
Yeah, 'cause
Make sure
even-
you measure
yeah,
your window.
Even by
Yeah.
16th of an inch, it could make a
It'll
whole
make
world
a
of a difference.
difference.
So do not mix them up. Do not mix
Yes.
the boxes up. Even though all boxes are labeled with the name that you titled your shutter.
That's
Nice.
great. No, that's good.
We need that,
Yeah,
Carlos.
no, because
that's-
this is very
this
small.
kind of
so
looks like it goes
doesn't-
here. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Well, and they're not that difficult to install.
They're not.
Okay.
They're absolutely not. We have PDF guides. We have videos to guide our customers as to how to do that. Another last funny story, actually. We did a home of 3 different competitors. So we ordered from 3 different companies. And for one of the shutters that we got, and I've been in the business for over 12 years, so I kind of know my stuff. I couldn't figure out how to assemble a couple of things. And there was nothing on the website. There were no PDF guides, no videos.
You're in the business.
And I'm in the business.
You know what this looks like for real. And you're
Completely.
like, wait a second. Hold on.
Completely. And I thought to myself, how are they selling this product successfully? So I called them up. They picked up. They said, we're going to send you an email with instructions on how to assemble it and install it properly. So I'm like, all right. So within minutes, I get an email. It wasn't even addressed to me. Not even, hi, Jose, thank you for your business. Nothing. It just had 3 links on there. I'm like, okay. So I clicked on the first link. Lo and behold, it's a link to one of our videos on YouTube on how to install our product. Our product, having nothing to do with them.
That's
Hey, good video.
And here's the
Great.
thing, though. This is a multi-billion-dollar company. Yes, multi-billion-dollar company. If they can't even invest on installation guides for their customers, that speaks volumes as to how they lost a sense of why they're in that business.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. People grow so fast that they forget really why you're there, about helping people. And they forget about the lifestyles of people as well. At first, I was upset. I'm like, why are they using our videos? We spend so much time and money to make them happen. But then I was flattered. I'm like, clearly we're doing something
doing
right by our
something properly.
customers. So
Yeah.
we feel pretty proud of that afterwards. So yeah.
What are your goals? Where do you see this going?
Our goals right now is to do as much as we can impact the community. So it's not just about selling a product. It's about coming up with other products as well that revolutionize the window covering industry. One thing that we learned quite quickly is that if you do things right, people start to see you. You start to be a big competitor within the window covering industry, which has happened to us at this point in time. And people start to imitate. One thing that we've done, and I'll pass the mic over to Bernice, in terms of community service, and then a lot of what we do right now, it's about an eco approach, eco-friendly approach. So what exactly do I mean? So right now, all the cardboard that we utilize, it's recyclable cardboard. Our timber is actually acquired from forests where we can actually replant. So we are keen on minimizing our footprint in this world. And our goal is to continue in that path because we realize that eyes are on us in terms of what we've been doing within the window covering industry, which is very unique, especially here in America.
Exactly.
So our goal is to inspire other people within the industry to really follow suit, because ultimately, if we are able to combine our efforts, we can do so much for this world of ours, including with the IRS shutters that we talked about, with maximizing insulation, helping families who may be struggling financially to cover the cost for energy bills, really helping them out. So again, we're hoping we can really change the tides within the window covering industry.
And just adding to that with the whole community service, I mean, we operate here in Las Vegas, and why are we not investing time in our community? What can we do? What can we do to help our community? And I mean, but not just, saying, hey, let me give you $1,000. Let me write you a check for $1,000 to any given company, but it's just really to put out your hard work, be out there. We've done a couple of services with different projects here in Las Vegas, with the Just One Project, just to mention a few, United Way, whatever we can do to help our community and our people where we operate, where we live, we're happy to do so. And it's not just us. I mean, it's our entire team. It's everybody, and it brings up the morale. in general. Everybody feels good about what they've done, and just knowing that you have a higher purpose, it just makes your heart feel much warmer.
Yeah.
We have to share with them. We did about 136 hours of volunteer work this past quarter in a 3-month period, us and our team members. So we put our money
amazing.
where our mouth
Very
is.
good.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
good. Well, where can everybody find you? Where do we go? What's your website, phone number? Where are you located?
Yes, so they can find us at theshutterstore.com. You can give us a call. When you go to our website, you'll see all the information for contacting us. Our office is not open to the public, but our phone lines are. So any questions that our customers have, please give us a call. We strongly encourage them to do so. We're happy to help and guide.
Theshutterstore.com.
Theshutterstore.com.
Yeah.
They can also find us on Instagram.
Yeah, and then what about phone number? Is any phone number they can call?
Yes, so our 1-800 number, it'll be on our website.
So go to the website, theshutterstore.com.
You got it.
Well, thanks you guys for.
Shutter Store in Spanish.
La Shutter Store.
TheShutterStore.com.
Well, thank you so much for being on with us today, talking a little bit about not only about your product, but also about customer service and how you guys give back to the community, and that's wonderful. So
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
being on the
Thank you.
show.
It's been a pleasure.
And go do something great today in your business. Thank you.
Bye-bye.